Flags are down, the tape is back and they're off and racing for the Caroline's big birthday celebration handicap chase over 2 miles, 1 furlong and 61 yards, 2 circuits of the track. And it's Sativo that's going on into a prominent posse and not hanging around here into the run, in the run to the first of the 12 fences. The Special Rate in second, then Arthur's Key who sits in third as they come to the first obstacle. Sativo saw a good stride, Special Rate in second, got a little bit tight to it. Then Arthur's Key followed by Glory and Honor. Cusco de Matan is at the back of the field as they take the open ditch and was actually out-jumped by Grey Diamond. So the first 2 fences have been negotiated as they make their way to the woodside. And it's Sativo for Sean Bowen, best turned out in the parade ring beforehand, leading to Arthur's Key for Richie McClernand, who in the end rode the winner of the last after all the shenanigans with the clerk of the scales. Then after that in third, Special Rate, who's a course and distance winner as they come towards the water jump. First 3 over it, followed then in 4th position by Glory and Honor, then Cusco de Matan, and Grey Diamond is at the back of the field as they make their way over the next. Sativo, the leader, to Arthur's Key in second, and then Special Rate in third, making their way to the next. Sativo, Arthur's Key, Special Rate, that's your leading trio, followed then by Glory and Honor, followed then by Cusco de Matan, the grey, as they take what will be the last in a circuit's time. And Grey Diamond has taken quite a hold towards the rear of the field and has now just moved into 5th of the 6 that are taking part here as they make their way around the turn at the bottom of the track. They're heading onto the Priory side very shortly. And it's Sativo who was keen to grab that lead. Sean Bowen out in front by a couple of lengths to Arthur's Key in second. Then Special Rate in third spot, followed then by Glory and Honor in those yellow and pink colours. And then we have Cusco de Matan, and right at the back of the field, Grey Diamond, as they head on towards their point of departure very shortly. 6 more fences still to jump in this Caroline's big birthday celebration handicap chase, and it's Sativo. Champion jockey Sean Bowen grabbed the initiative early to Arthur's Key in second, Special Rate. Sean Quinlan, of course, on a double here today, happy to take a trail in third. Then Glory and Honor racing in 4th position for Jonathan England, followed then by Cusco de Matan, and Grey Diamond still at the back of the field. Down towards the 6th last obstacle now, and it's Sativo. Ridden into it, jumped it well. Arthur's Key in second, Special Rate in third, followed then by Glory and Honor up the inside in 4th, gap to Cusco de Matan, and then Grey Diamond as they take the final ditch. And it's Sativo who's still the leader by about 2.5 lengths to Arthur's Key in second, Special Rate, the top weight round the outside for Quinlan, followed then by Glory and Honor, those light colours, then Cusco de Matan, and Grey Diamond's at the rear of the field. And they're probably more grouped up now than at any time before in this contest as they make their way towards the line of 4 fences, which will finish the jumping. And it's Sativo still out in front by a couple to Arthur's Key in second. Special Rate is travelling pretty well now towards the outside as they take the water jump. Didn't jump it particularly well though, Special Rate. Then Glory and Honor as they come towards the 3rd last. These fences coming up in quick succession. Sativo and Special Rate, followed then by Arthur's Key and Glory and Honor. Those yellow and pink colours just being smothered into it. Then Cusco de Matan and Grey Diamond down towards the 2nd last now, and over it Sativo, just about the leader. Special Rate to the outside. Arthur's Key in between horses. This is the final fence now. Sativo saw a great stride. Special Rate somewhat bungled over in second. Glory and Honor is in third. Then towards the outside, Arthur's Key in the sheepskin noseband. Still plenty of chances with all the jumping done now. They're making the turn at the bottom of the track, and it's Sativo who's been in front throughout. Special Rate hasn't distinguished himself with the jumping, but is now drawn alongside. Sativo and Special Rate. Then Arthur's Key in third. Glory and Honor is now being asked a question or two in the saddle. Cusco de Matan is staying on. Down towards the final quarter of a mile very shortly, and none goes better than this leader, Sativo, for Sean Bowen. Special Rate, though, is a bit of a Cartmel specialist and is persevering on the outside. They're going to be making the turn for home very shortly. Sativo still travelling well. Special Rate persevering in second, but the Persuader's now being drawn as they take the bell, and it's Sativo to Special Rate. Arthur's Key's trying to get going as well, but it's Sativo trying to go pillar to post. Sativo still by a couple of lengths. Arthur's Key's going to have on final go, but racing up towards the line, Sativo and Sean Bowen to win. Arthur's Key was second. Special Rate finished in third, tight for 4th between Cusco de Matan and Glory and Honor.